I'm releasing an EP called Pizza Face, so
Oh
we're doing like a little bit of like a pizza interview. So I don't really like. I'm trying to like mushrooms, but I just can't like them. I had one really bad night, and then after that, I was like, I'm allergic forever now. I think I'm ready to bite this pizza.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Should we cheers?
Cheers the pizza?
Yeah, tip to tip.
Yeah, tip to tip.
Aww. I started to write it in New Jersey and then like kind of realized it in Northampton, and then I started to gather a band, and we ended up recording in Holyoke, Massachusetts at Ghost Hit Recording. We went there originally just to like shoot a video and kind of just shoot like a live performance of our song People You May Know. Don't default to me, 'cause I'm too full-blown for honesty. I liked it so much that I just was like, I don't see why we shouldn't just record the whole EP here.
Like what would you call it? Garage rock? Is that
Yeah, I've been saying like garage pop, or like sometimes I say lazy beach loser couch. I think I knew what I wanted to do before I like had the tools to do it. I bought my guitar, but then I like didn't have an amp, and then like I just like learning like what kind of amp do I want, and like what are all these pedals, and I ended up getting like a Fender Jazzmaster, and I think it's like also part of being a woman in music. I feel like we aren't as encouraged to like, you know, delve into like the gear. And I think like a lot of like female musicians all have a story about like some guy that comes up to them after a show and tells them how their guitar could sound better. And like just ignoring that, and like just like I know what I want my music to sound like, and like the closer I can get to what I hear in my brain is like that's what I'm going for. Gets the climb, brushing off, it's all the same when you jog it down every scrubbing your hands and knees.
Hey, how's it going? What's
Hey,
up, man?
what do we got tonight?
Peppers, banana peppers, garlic, and then we have veggie taco.
Veggie taco. I want to see what's on there. All right, I'll do veggie taco too. I'm gonna be jealous if I don't. Yep. A little black pep.
How you feeling about it? Ooh.
It's good. It's good.
It does kind of like taste like a taco.
It's good.
Is that, where are you working right now? Is that
I
is it
work-
a bagel place?
It's not quite a bagel place. It's like a bakery, coffee shop type of place.
Okay.
There's this one lady in particular that every morning she comes in and you've got to squeeze all the bagels for her to prove to her like she only wants like a particularly like soft bagel, and she'll come in and be like, are the bagels soft today? And then you've got to like squeeze each one to like prove to her, and like
Give me the rundown on this record. What's happening? What's going on
Well,
with it?
It's coming out July 21st. I'm releasing it. I'm self-releasing it. It's 5 songs. It's called Pizza Face.
Cool.
For a while, I thought even maybe my musical moniker like would be Pizza Face, but I decided against it. I went to this dump and I called them and I was like, hey, do you have computers? And they were like, well, yeah, we have a whole shed full. And so I drove there and I got this computer. It probably weighed like 60 pounds. And I took it apart and I like took some stuff out of it so it wouldn't be as heavy. Then I took some tomato paste because I thought the sauce would like be too watery. So I like frosted the computer with like a rubber spatula, and then I melted the cheese pepperoni on a piece of parchment paper in the oven, like on a sheet pan, and then I just sort of like swished it on there, and then I just carried it like held it out on my front porch. I've done like so many. Like I've worked in restaurants, and I've like been like an electrician in a theater, and I've worked in like a teddy bear factory, and like I've like nude modeled for like artists, and I've like delivery drove and been a nanny and like cleaned houses, and I've just done like so many different things. Just kind of like telling myself like it's just sort of like my meantime gig, but it's like I think this record is really about like what you're doing in the meantime while you're like waiting for like something to happen that like pushes you over the edge so you can like feel fulfilled, and just like the fear of like what if it never happens.
It does kind of like taste like a taco.
It's good.
But also
Like a crusty shell.
Oh. I
Did you
sprayed some
stain?
tomato on me.
That's a well-executed delivery window pickup.
That was good.